ke la sango san siman ba menke wala sita nyinan fana nyinan ye lungo me muta wala mu arjumoti December karo tili warawlola Paradise Suites Hotel jali luntango me yalon ko anyanta sumungo kala nyin suto la wala mu seku ba bambinoti anin Gambia la jali ngara kotengol ila tabulolu ya be larin tenne nyinan platinum table wo mu wuli taw worolti diamond table wuli tal lolu gold table wuli tan nani mo kilin nalu wuli kilin kemelolu Jame Foundation be mobe kere bunyato kumandila nyi lungoto kaitandi ko men soto taji akamuru bankole kam fayir wasita nyato no nyame kal hakilo blandi ko December karoti li warawla rem arjuma lungo Paradise Hotel oto men yenyi lunkum ma sponsor wolem Africell.
Hi there, this is Sports Tonight and I am Fatu Jassi. Coming ahead in the next half hour, the Minister of Youth and Sports and the Chairman of the GFA Normalizing Committee tours the country to dialogue with stakeholders in the regions on the draft GFA Constitution and map out strategies for a smooth transition to a newly elected executive body. Welcome to Sports Tonight. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Aluke Jame, and the Chairman of the GFA Normalizing Committee have concluded a 5-day nationwide tour to dialogue with stakeholders in the regions. The sports dialogue tour, as we hear in this report, was dominated by issues revolving around the country's football, which is presently the subject of a heated debate among stakeholders.
Shortly after extending the mandate of the GFA Normalization Committee for another 6 months by FIFA, the Minister of Youth and Sports and the Chairman of the Normalization Committee hit the road on a nationwide tour to dialogue with regional stakeholders in football on how to create a smooth transition to a newly executive body. Part of the ministry's tour was to engage the stakeholders to come up with sound ideas for sustainable sports development in the country. Lengthy meetings were held in all 5 regions, with the main talking points centered on the new GFA draft constitution, which is pending for adoption or rejection at a Congress whose date is expected to be announced by the Normalization Committee. In Janjambure, the Minister of Youth and Sports reminded the region sports officials of his ministry's desire to develop sports throughout the country by creating a level playing field for stakeholders. The country's sports, particularly football, he says is at standstill, hence the need to effect changes to put in place the right structures that will move sports forward to the desired level. The exact reason why the Normalization Committee was set up, according to the minister, is to regularize the country's ailing football.
And the constitution that we are also bringing to you is going to give equal representation of all the regions, all the 7 regions, 3 from each region, as mentioned by the chairman. Fair and equal. KMC, BCC, West Coast, North Bank, and all the way down to URR. Everybody will produce 3 delegates on your behalf to go at Congress to elect who you want to be elected as president of the federation. That's another point to note, because we are also saying Gambia Football Association will change into a federation, so that all of these regional associations will be affiliated to the federation.
The chairman of the Normalization Committee, Elaji Obi Konate, described the draft constitution as a perfect document tailored to suit everybody. He cited certain clauses in the draft constitution which he maintains will restructure how football used to be administered in the country, with prominence given to regional football.
We wasted 6 months of precious time talking about the constitution. This is because, we did not agree, we did not see light, we did not understand it. Because if we understood what is in this constitution, really, we would not have wasted precious time over it. That is why it's important that you see it as our own. It belongs to those who are in football. And it is those who are in football who are going to benefit.
Similar were their comments in Lower River Region and West Coast Region. The draft constitution, according to the head of the Normalization Committee, calls for the creation of regional football associations in each region, which will be affiliated to the supreme body called the Gambia Football Federation, and the extension of the GFA First Division leagues from 12 to 16 teams to accommodate teams from the regions. The veteran sports administrator warns that failure to adopt the draft constitution will further plunge the country's football into more problems. Having heard from the minister and the Normalization Committee, These were some of the comments from the stakeholders in the various regions.
First Division National League, they have 2 votes each, making 12. The 10 second division teams, they have 2 votes each, making 10. If you add the First Division League and the Second Division League, they have 22 votes, outnumbering the regions, when we are only 21. Are we equally represented? And you people said those First Division and Second Division teams are found in 3 regions, West Coast, KMC, and Banjul. Are they not dominating us in the regions?
The 3 regions outweigh, because just recently I was reading the papers, there was this coaches congress. I think it was the acting director that they elected again as the chairman, and I don't think we were even aware. We just say it in the papers, you know. So if those people are going to have representatives in the Congress to elect the executive, still the equality we are talking about is not there. It's not there.
The Football Dialogue Tour was a rare platform for stakeholders in rural Gambia to have tete-a-tetes with the minister and brainstorm on issues revolving around Gambian football. Honest and divergent views were raised aimed at promoting sports in the country.
Sports Tonight now brings you part 1 of the Minister and the Normalizing Committee's Sports Dialogue Tour with regional stakeholders in football, starting with the Janjambure meeting in the Central River region.
maa ngi nuyu honorable minister nuyu lu bëri ñu ngi ko wax comme ni nga ko waxee rek pa development of sports su nga sports nag dafa bëri waaye tey ci jamono ji fu mu nekk ni ci Gambie fu mu nekk bu ñu ne sport ñëpp seen xel rek ci football bi rek la jëm so maa ngi ko doon wax tey suba sax am na lu ma si wax ak ñoom Matar ma ne ñun suñ xam-xam bu tuuti ci sport ci football bariwul de waaye xam nañ ne Gambia dafa dellu gannaaw léegi ci wàllu football compared to li amoon bu njëkk ba loolu na li ko isi mooy liñ dugal ci football bi moo bokk ci football bi football dafa am lu mu laaj football dafa am language football amul mbokka amul tribe amul xarit lim am mooy ki ko mun management of football itam dafa am lu mu laaj du rek ku nekk dafa jóg rek mun a nekk yaa am nga sport bi dafa am ñu ko yàlla jox ku nekk dafa am lu la yàlla sédd suñ xamee loolu rek dinañ mun a xam naka la ñuy yóbboo sport bi
constitution bi yónnee nañ ko chairman bi moo nekk si kanam simple dafa simple li ñoo wax dafa simple we want to empower you yéen ngeen ni déedéet ñoo bañ kenn duñu empower I come from Greater Banjul area te man su fekkoon ne dégguwuma si li ma nekka du ma sawar pour yéen ngeen am progress déedéet I own a football team I've been president of the Gambia Football Association for 2 terms 8 years all of you xam ne man I voluntarily step down because lu nekk si seulement football dafa am time soo demee ba nga xam ne mënatuloo ko yóbbu business yow toogal nga jox keneen yow yaa ko xamal sa boppa because nga mën a am element nga mën a am ne yow sa time joxatu la ko age ak yooyu yëpp so moo tax ñii ñoo pour wax ak yéen seen oncle lañ seen baay lañ seen brothers lañ duñ leen nax mukk man mënoon naa bañ this assignment ma def because 2 times si ma def and voluntarily step down people said no ñaamu ñii ñoo doon wax ne non doo dem Konaté doo wàcca doo def ni leen non I will go this is time bi moo tax may dem am naa receipt